Visiting with Coach Ray Richards as we get ready for the upcoming 2012 football season. Coach, will start first on the defensive side with your new defensive coordinator, Josh Ergel, bringing him in to replace Coach Fitzgerald. Tell us about him and a little bit of background on him and what you expect.
Well, two things. First of all, I would say, Coach Fitzgerald did a great job while he was here. He's a great coach, and we missed him when he took that head coaching job in Louisiana. But I was also able to hire a great coach. Coach Ergel's got a lot of experience. He's been an offensive coordinator. He's been a defensive coordinator. He played offensive line and defensive line in college. He's been at LSU. He's been at Southern Mississippi. He's been at Nicholls State. He's been at Monticello. He's been at Washita Baptist. He's done a year of high school. So he's got a wide range of experience, and he has jumped in. He was with us in the spring and really learned our defense incredibly fast and just stepped right in there where Coach Fitzgerald left off.
Do you have any specific playmakers you're looking for on defense that you're hoping can be talent for you this year?
Well, I think I've got several guys that, obviously you never know who he's going to be, but I think we've got some guys that can make a big play. I think on the defensive line, I've got a Dominique Turner, who was injured quite a bit last year, but he's a phenomenal athlete. I think Kobe Ragsdale, he's going to be a junior. Started all last year, played a lot as a freshman. He's bigger and faster and stronger than he's ever been. At linebacker, I've got several guys. I think Russell Hurst can be a big play guy. I think Logan Russell can. I think Josh Garcia can. And in secondary, I think you've got Izzy, a free safety who's an all-conference player, and I think that Emmanuel Jackson can make some plays.
On the offensive side of the ball, we saw the breakout of C.J. Kirk as a youngster last year. You'll have him back. Talk about him.
Well, C.J., for a freshman, he got thrown into the spotlight, so to speak, when Jamal got hurt in that first game of the year, and I thought he had a real solid year for being a true freshman. And of course, I think he's a little bigger and faster and stronger than he was a year ago, and he's got some experience under his belt. I think he's very capable of getting 1,000 yards.
Jacoby Bradley saw some action a little bit last year at quarterback when Turner was injured. Are you expecting big things out of him? Does he have any competition?
Well, right now he's the number one, and I think Nick Siosen is the backup at this point. I think Jacoby had a very good spring. He's a very talented kid. He has played a fair amount in the last couple of years, and so I don't want to put too much pressure on him, but I really think that he's capable of being an outstanding quarterback.
And it's kind of difficult sometimes to catch you after football season because we're moving on to the next thing, but I do want to quickly get your thoughts on the first year of the Great American Conference and going into the second year.
Well, I like the league. It's a very balanced league. We had a poor season last year, and we had an opportunity to beat Washita Baptist and win the conference championship. And so I think that regardless of where you are, I think that anybody can beat anybody, and that's a good thing.
You're adding a couple of Oklahoma rivalries from the past, and Southern Nazarene, not much of a football school there, but then Northwestern as well. Talk about those two.
Well, I think they actually officially begin in the league in 2013.
Yes.
But we play Northwestern this year, not Southern Naz. But yeah, it's good to get a couple more Oklahoma schools in. I think I like a big conference. We should be able to have about 10 conference games there the following year.
And just 4 home games. I know we're still kind of in a spot where we just kind of have to go with the schedule and the new conference so we can get all that worked out. But one game in particular, Southeastern is a team that improved last year. They're coming back to our place for the 3rd year in a row. I don't know why, but that game stuck into my head as one I think could be important to you.
Well, it was last year, I think, is why it stuck out. Last year I think that was the typical game where we really, I thought, outplayed them every which way possible, and then we made a few mistakes in the 4th quarter. We had 3 turnovers in the 4th quarter and lost the game, and I think we had a hard time recovering from that game. So I think that's why it stood out, and they're obviously a much improved football team.
And then at the beginning of the year, you're going to go on the road to Commerce, and you have that big break again with Labor Day. What are you trying to accomplish in that first game?
Well, obviously, you want to execute well and you want to win. I think it's very important to win. win your first game, and so I mean that's the bottom line. Obviously, you want to play well and win. You don't want to just play poorly and win, but you want to win and you want to play well, and that way you can build off that. You've got a week off to improve on. Kind of go back to your spring ball mentality and work on some things that you're not doing as well as you'd like to, and then you've got another game.